Hello everybody, it's Type V4 and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Prime AM-16 jet Vehicon along with his ARMS Micron partner, Igu. Now what makes this Transformers release a little bit different is that Igu comes disassembled on a plastic sprue tray and you're required to build him, like a mini model kit. Then you finish up by applying stickers to both the ARMS Micron and the jet Vehicon. However, this does mean that neither figure includes any painted details. Not a feature I'm quite fond of. Anyways, starting with the Jet Vehicon, it's undeniable that this Decepticon pulls most of its design inspiration from both Kit and the Batwing. Well-defined edges and triangular themes give him a look that's both sleek and aggressive. A gorgeous coat of black paint adds to his villainous look, but like anything with a glossy finish, he's quite the fingerprint magnet. On the bright side, his dark color manages to mask the fact that he's got a ton of micron ports. This is a small thing I appreciate because otherwise it would have looked like he'd been riddled with bullet holes. As for the stickers, the Decepticon symbol on the front grille is cute, and while the silver wing accents are nice, they're too dark to really notice. The same can be said of the stickers on his front fenders. Honestly, I think he might look better with no stickers at all. Igu is cast in a dark gray plastic and covered in chromed purple stickers, all of which were a pain to apply. I would have preferred if his plastic were black, just to match the Jet Vehicon, but this look isn't bad either. There's not much else I can really say about this guy other than he sort of resembles an iguana. He can't even do anything other than stand there with that dim-witted look on his face. Thankfully, he does have one trick. By folding his feet up and then covering his head, Igu can transform into a blaster, which can easily plug into one of the many micron ports on Jet Vehicon. He's a little large and it does look silly, but something about it kind of works. I think if I had two of these, then the entire thing would look awesome. On a serious note, this is one of the best vehicle designs to come out in years, and if this was all that this toy did, I'd be perfectly happy with my purchase. But of course, this is a Transformer, and this is merely his disguise. So let's get on with it and transform this guy! Jet Vehicon's transformation isn't all that hard, but there are certain things you need to look out for. Rotate his wings first, then you can deal with the body of the car. The entire alt mode is held together by interlocking tabs, so direct force isn't quite as effective as knowing where to apply pressure. Go slow the first time, and learn about all these small details. After that, you're treated to one of the most incredible transformation sequences, in which almost the entirety of the car disappears into his calves. Pop the revealer's gimmick, and now our winged minion is ready for battle. Jet Vehicon's robot mode is slick. His silhouette is wonderfully proportioned and the entire body is largely kibble-free. The screen accuracy is dead on as well. They even managed to give him those weird-looking elbow joints. The head sculpt is especially cool as it looks like a robot skull infused with a Cylon's eye. While there's no doubt that the wings are the eye-catching pieces, I like how the shoulders, forearms, and leg panels also carry the same pointy and edgy design to keep the look consistent. I especially love the magenta they used. It contrasts well with the black, and I'm glad they didn't go with the oh-so-predictable Decepticon purple. Even the stickers look nice, as they bring color to spots where the figure is largely black. The Jet Vehicon has modern articulation. Taking a look at the head, it rests on a nice ball joint, so it's able to move from side to side, but it does hit his collar on the way up. His arms do have good range of motion. The shoulders are also on ball joints, and the elbows have this hinged ball jointed arm that also swivels so it can turn all the way around. The hands can also move back and forth, but that's just part of his transformation. Moving on to the wings, they're able to fold all the way back, but in extreme poses, the wings and the arms do collide. Now, a major disappointing feature of this model is the waist. The waist doesn't have any movement, but the hips are on ball joints, so the legs can move quite a bit. Another flaw is the knees. Even though they extend, they can't quite bend 90 degrees. But I guess it can't be too critical because the lower portion of the legs do manage to hide away most of the vehicle transformation. Igu can be held in either of Jet Vehicon's hands or plugged into any micron port, but you have to admit that it looks kind of ridiculous. The overwhelming size and flashy stickers almost makes it seem like he's compensating for something. I think it's hilarious. Thankfully, you can add on any 5mm weapon to him if you're not a fan of his arms micron partner. Also, as a deluxe class transformer, Jet Vehicon is a tad smaller than the norm, but I don't think it's enough to really complain about. Now, if it wasn't already obvious, I absolutely love this figure. However, recommending him is a little tricky. While both modes definitely look great, I don't think the magenta color scheme will appeal to many collectors. I adore it, but I think there's just enough pinkish influence to detract fans of the standard Vehicon's black and blue color palette. His articulation is good, but not the best. He really needs better knees and a waist swivel. Then there's the fact that this set is partially a model kit. Do you like the idea of building accessories and having to apply finicky stickers yourself, over just having the figure painted out of the box? Lastly, the price. At the time of this recording, Jet Vehicon is currently only available through Takara Tomy, making him a Japanese exclusive, meaning that you'll most likely be paying at least $40 for him. If you can get past all of that, then I have no doubt you'll love Jet Vehicon. He's definitely one of the best designed Transformers, both in aesthetics and engineering, and easily the best figure to come out of the Transformers Prime toy line. I'll even argue that those who don't normally collect Transformers will probably find value in this toy because his look is just so appealing. In fact, the main reason I got it was because he resembled a robotic version of the Voglass minions in Tokome Sentai Go Busters. Ultimately, Jet Vehicon and Igu are an awesome set. Definitely not perfect and a little overpriced for what you get, but without a doubt one of the best Transformers of the year. Anyways, this has been Type V4. Thanks for watching! But what if you don't like flying vehicles and prefer your car to have a little more rubber?